सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples who are sitting with us around the world at this moment, showing their solidarity in 320 locations in 88 cities in 19 countries. And I am able to see two-way some of the cities: Vancouver, Phoenix, Seattle, Los Angeles, San Jose, and Houston, Hyderabad. I am able to see these cities in two-way, and the remaining cities will be rotating. So here, all the press, all of you will be able to see people sitting, doing a non-violent protest, fasting and praying to stop the religious persecution, the police atrocity on our Sangha, on our organization. I am reading out in 17 places. You can see them. You will be able to see them now in the screen. In 320 places, they will be seeing us. Only they will be able to see. We will not be able to see them. On one way they are sitting: Los Angeles, Seattle, San Jose, Ohio, Atlanta, Malaysia, Houston, Singapore, New York, New Jersey, Sharjah, Vancouver, Mexico, New Zealand, Hyderabad, Delhi, Malaysia. These are the 17 places we will be able to see. I welcome all of you. Thank you for being here with us. And I welcome all the TV channels and newspaper. Here I have a big list. I welcome all of you for being here. And I welcome Human Rights Commission also, Mr. R. Jayaseelan, representing Tiger Monthly issue, Human Rights Commission. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I'll enter into the subject today. Actually, what for I invited all of you. One more malicious atrocity by the CID against me and my ashramites. The highly vindictive plan masterminded by the CID, using the local police also. Since the CID is unable to find any way to fabricate more charges, and they themselves understand whatever the false charges they fabricated cannot stand in the court, now they have started doing illegal arrests. Now I wanted to report to all of you the illegal arrest of my innocent ashramites yesterday, who have come from highly educated background. One from Malaysia, one from Karnataka, another one from USA, to serve this country, illegally arresting them, and they are in judicial custody now in Ramnagara. I wanted to give you the story exactly as it happened, and not only that, I have a complete video record of this whole thing. This time, we are fortunate and little intelligent. We have video recorded the whole thing. I am giving you the whole thing with video recording. So every statement I am making, I have the video recorded, evidence for it. I'll tell you exactly what happened. Just few days before, one Mr. Ramalingappa of the CID started abusing me to my lawyers and devotees. To 6 of our lawyers and devotees, he has abused me. He has abused about me, saying all kinds of abusive things. To my devotees, he is telling, you are getting cheated. To my lawyers, he is saying, you are representing some abusive words. So many of our devotees have said, no, you are hurting our religious sentiments, please stop with it. First thing I want to know, when did the COD start a political party against me? Their audience is court. They should present anything they want in the court. They should not be doing these illegal things continuously, going around and trying to brainwash people, abuse and harass. Anyhow, when one of our administrative head went to COD office to reply some official communication they gave, we went there to give our communication. When he went, he straight away said, I'll come to your ashram and show the police power. These very words he used. I'll come to your ashram, show the police power. Ramalingappa, DSP of CID office, said this very word to my admin head, Atma Prabhananda. And if he denies, even if he denies, it's great. I'll be really happy if he denies he said this. Anyhow, continuously last few days, whoever he meets, our people, he was sending threatening words, threatening ideas and spreading rumors. We are filing more cases, more charges, this kind of rumors, and trying to put us in fear. So this was going on. Again, maybe 3 days before, we received an anonymous call to our welcome center saying that COD is going to plant marijuana in your campus and do raid. Immediately we rushed to the lawyers. C.V. Nagesh is representing us and K.V. Dhananjay. So we asked lawyers, what should we do? Please give us legal opinion. What should we do to protect ourselves? They said, don't worry. Anybody comes for any enquiry, raid or anything, just video record the whole thing, and whatever purpose they came, ask them to give in writing. If they came for meeting somebody, please give us a paper in writing. If they came for raid, please give us in paper. That's all we need, nothing else. When they came, just give the purpose in paper to us, nothing else. And whatever they do, come and do, video record and completely cooperate. That's the legal opinion we got, and we exactly abided by the same legal opinion. That's a perfect. We are ready for completely cooperating. And this is the context, background. Suddenly yesterday, around 3:30 in the evening, Ramalingappa, I think he's a DSP of the CID, along with some other CID officials and local police, came to the ashram under pretext of investigating a senior sannyasini, Ma Sadananda, who is not in the ashram right now. Already they came twice to see her, and they saw very clearly she is not here, and they went. And not only that, they have been informed she is sick, she is undergoing treatment in Chennai, and please, you can do what you want to do. You can go and meet her or take a statement, whatever they want. And they also said they will send some lady inspector there to her place and take a statement. This is what exactly told by Yogappa to Sri Sadananda. Am I right? So he himself, Yogappa said very clearly few days before that they will send a lady officer and take statement from the sannyasini. So we just left it because they said we just left it. But suddenly yesterday they came and asking that they want to see Ma Sadananda, and our people said she is not in the ashram right now. And lawyers also said, please ask them to give in writing. That's all. We asked nothing else. Lawyers said very clearly, since charge sheet is filed and investigation is over, we should request for an official paper from the judiciary for any further investigation. So this is the reason we just asked, nothing else. You can see the whole video now. We will show you the whole video. The people who were in the welcome center, they just asked, can you please give us in writing. They said, we wanted to go and see the Anandapuri, where I am staying. They wanted to go and raid the place where I am staying. They said, we will completely cooperate. You just please give us in writing. That's all we need, nothing else. But immediately, not only they are not ready to give in anything in paper, they said, we are police, we can do anything we want. These very words they uttered. We will show you now in the video. It's all fortunately video recorded. And next thing, immediately they manhandled one of our ashramite. And when our people asked, sir, can you give us in writing? We are ready to completely cooperate. And even now I am telling you, I am inviting CID to come and do whatever investigation they want on any of our ashramites or me. If they want to raid the campus, I welcome them. I welcome any department. Want to do anything, please come. All I request is do legally. Get me a legal paper. Get me do things legally. I am not saying don't come here or don't do anything. I am not interested in that. All I am saying is do things legally. I want all of you to know. After this false scandals and rumors have started spreading on me, within 10 days, 9 central government, state government departments have jumped on me. I can list out Tamil Nadu police filing a false FIR, the unique FIR in the whole India filed without victim 376. Doing this great job, Tamil Nadu police has started this whole game. Actually, 2 retired DGPs, I had the opportunity of meeting them. I showed this video. Even if this video is true, can you file a rape charge based on this video? They laughed and said, how can, even if this video is true, you cannot file a rape charge based on this video, Swamiji. For slapping a rape charge, you need a complainant or a victim or I don't know whatever else is required. But without any of that, filing rape charge, Tamil Nadu police, and then Karnataka police picking up that case, Karnataka CID, and the revenue department, forest department, FEMA department, what is the department name? FEMA department, IT department, and the kerosene case, what is the department? Food and essential commodities, the department, and passport, external affairs, the impounding my passport illegally before any conviction or without any conviction or anything, illegally. So 9 departments, central and state departments have jumped on me. And I want all of you to know, all the departments have backed out except CID. All of them saw there is nothing illegal, they are not able to find any evidence, they backed out. Only CID, even though they do not have any evidence, they know no crime has happened, going around and still maligning my name, giving wrong information to press continuously, and important thing, trying to harass me and my Sangha, trying to destroy us. I do not know why. Why they should continuously work to destroy us. We are a highly educated, inspired, disciplined youngsters, group of youngsters trying to do social service and spiritual work. 1,200 of us, please understand, this place is a home for 1,200 people. Of course, all 1,200 don't stay here. They continuously travel, doing classes or many other spiritual, social activities. I am surprised why they are bent on destroying us, continuously keeping us in fear psychosis, fear mood, continuously keeping us in fear mode, fear psychosis, and harassing us. I really can't understand the purpose for their harassing. I think neither we are politically powerful, neither we have political power to make them fear us, nor we have money power to make them favor us. We only have spiritual power. We only have spiritual power, and I'm really shocked when Ramalingya was saying to my admin head, we will show you the power of police. We will show you the police power. And I wanted to tell all of you, we will show our spiritual power. He should know Indian history. Stop clapping. Please understand. All the devotees, don't clap. Respect the press. He should know the Indian history. The police and army power of British could not stand in front of Gandhi's spiritual power. We will show the strength of spiritual power. No other way. So when they came, we told them politely, the sannyasini is not in the ashram. They then demanded to search in the place where I am living and where all the other ashramites are living. The place is called Anandapuri. And we just requested them to give a required paper, nothing else. You just give us in writing. Not only, they are not ready to give. As I said, we are the police and we can do anything. There is no need to show any paper for any of you guys. It's all, I will show you the video. And not only that, they are threatening us left and right, saying that you don't know how many cases, what all cases we can file. And I am really surprised. Is India ruled by constitution or just some sadist, perverted officials? It's really sad. And I am telling you, in every step, the way in which they behaved, and we lodged a telegraphic complaint about the incident at 4:30 in the evening to the IG and DG of CID Bangalore and IG Biddi, Ramnagara district, and Chief Judicial Magistrate Ramnagara. For all of them, we sent a telegraphic complaint, and we received an acknowledgement also sending the same thing to DG and IG of CID at 5:45 p.m. At 7:30 p.m., 3 police vans barged into the ashram from the local Biddi police station. The police demanded that the ashramite who was manhandled should be produced for alleged obstruction of CID. They also accused them of conspiring and making the said sannyasini to abscond from the ashram in a vehicle. Funny thing, they said that yesterday we made that sannyasini abscond from this campus, and they given this same news to many media also. It's unfortunate. She is not here for last many days. She is in the treatment in Chennai, many days. Actually, one car left the campus where my mother was sitting. She is also sannyasini. She was sitting, not that sannyasini whom they came in search. And even then, they should not be giving this wrong information, false news to the press continuously showing us as villain. I don't know when the CID has started acting like a Hitler's army. That's what Hitler's army does. When they want to persecute somebody, they will defame them continuously giving false information about that persons, about that group. That is what they are doing. They bent on destroying us, so continuously defaming us, giving false information. They also accuse them of conspiring and making the said sannyasini to abscond from the ashram in a vehicle. Actually, the sannyasini has gone out of the station for medical treatment long before. When they saw another sannyasini moving in vehicle towards the main gate, they conveniently slapped the additional false charge on the ashramites. Our CCTV camera has captured the vehicle towards the main gate. Actually, in our CCTV camera, we have very clear record who left. My mother actually was going outside. It's not that sannyasini. And yesterday also, when the ashramites asked if an FIR was available, they said, you can see all that later. If you don't come now, we will drag you there. We have a video record of these statements also. They showed a letter to the Ashramite written in Kannada. The Ashramite is from Malaysia. So he said, I cannot read or understand Kannada. Please wait for my lawyer to come. I'll sign. He asked for 15 minutes. But police refused and threatened to lodge one more FIR against him and anyone else appeals for time. So immediately we called Ashramite, who is from Karnataka. He came for help for translating. And refusing the Ashramite for the basic right for his lawyer's presence and forcing him to sign a document he cannot even read. The police threatened him, abused him and dragged him by his hurt arm. He was actually already hurt by the CID, manhandled. And pushing the same arm, they pushed him into the police van. And the Ashramite who came for translation, he was also arrested. Suddenly, we don't know why. The police says, the Ashramite who was translating, telling him, you also come into the van. They took him also. And the funny thing is, my senior Swami, he went to the police station to inquire about the arrest, and there they caught him also and put him in the lockup. First, they came to arrest one person, they arrested. The other person who came to translate, they arrested him. And after that, another senior Swami went to the police station to inquire about it. They arrested that person also. Whoever talks to them, arrest them. So without even chance of legal aid, they arrested the Ashramites, forcibly taken to the local hospital, submitted to a medical examination, and then produced before the magistrate court. Another important thing, all three of them are highly qualified, highly educated, came to serve this country. One is a US citizen, another one is Malaysian citizen, third person is from Karnataka. Today morning, they handcuffed them. Handcuffing is usually done, all of you know, only for serial killers or the serial rapists. All of you are aware. Only for serious crimes, the handcuffing is done. Today they purposely handcuffed just to abuse us, just to depress us, just to put us in fear psychosis. They handcuffed and produced them in the courtroom. I was shocked. What is the need for handcuffing them? When we completely cooperate, actually, if this much of seriousness and attention, if the CID or police, the Karnataka police is paying to the real criminals, Karnataka will be crime free. I want to tell them, go after real criminals. Karnataka will be crime free. Don't go after the people who are not only peaceful, who are teaching people to be crime free. I don't know every step why they will harass us. As I said, we neither have a political power to make them fear us, nor have money power to make them favor us. We only have spiritual power. And they are still in the judicial custody. They spent yesterday night in the judicial custody for no crime. And despite that utmost provocation from the CID, both physical and verbal, the Ashramites resorted to no violence throughout. We were completely silent. And after this arrest, all our Ashramites have decided they will fast indefinitely. Anyhow, I am not able to protect them. So when they take some measures to send their feelings and sentiments, I cannot stop. So they started fasting. They went and sat in front of the Bidadi police station and sat for the peaceful hunger fast, peaceful hunger strike, fasting indefinitely. In the police station, police assaulted the brahmachari who was videographing the protest, snatched away his camera and dragged him away. We have the video record of that also. The Ashram Council demanded the reason for the illegal arrest. When a telegraphic complaint has already been lodged against the CID and the Ashram is aggrieved party, the police denied all knowledge of the complaint. Proof of receipt of both telegraphic and faxed complaints were produced by the Ashram. Police struggled and asked Ashramites to go back and return today to register a complaint. Today, Sub-Inspector of the Bidadi police station refused to register the Ashram's complaint against CID. They claimed that no manhandling of Ashramites had happened in spite of the fact that the Ashram has in possession the complete recorded video of the same. Further, this morning the 3 ashramites were handcuffed and taken to the judicial custody, as I said. And somebody asked me again few days before in the press meet. I'm continuously giving exclusives for many TV channels and print media. I'm continuously giving exclusives. One journalist asked me, Swamiji, why you did not immediately file charges when you were blackmailed, when you were threatened, when rowdies came and attacked your ashram, and get an FIR registered? I told him, what is going on? Nothing. No, I cannot do anything. I told him directly. Now also I am telling all of you. Now even if you throw a knife on me, go and complain, even if some of our ashramites go and complain it to the police with video record, they will not file an FIR. We are orphans here, living in fear, utterly. Anybody, whether it is legally or illegally, can come and threaten us, whether it is the rowdies or police or public, anybody can come and destroy our property or ashramites or me. No actions will be taken. I have enough video records of some rowdies coming and beating and attacking some of my senior swamis, and the local station SI is only trying to patch up. He says, no, put up with all these things. But if you go and say that I threw a knife on you now everything is video recorded. If you go and tell the police, local station, I threw a knife on you now, they will immediately file not attempt to murder charge, 302. Am I right? 302 on me. And you don't need a dead body, you don't need to have wound or knife, nothing. They will file 302 and pass it to COD. COD will find within 6 months any dead body and attribute that to me. That's what is happening. See, first they slapped rape charge on me, 376. And after 6 months they found victim. They tried to find a victim and match it with that. Same way I am telling you. If you go and tell now, and Swamiji has thrown a knife on me, and they don't need any knife or they don't need you to have any wound, nothing. And you tell this is the moment Swamiji threw 240, and 240 there is enough of video camera that I am not doing that, but they will immediately file 302 murder charge, not even attempt to murder charge they will file, and they will forward it to COD, and COD may need a dead body to file a murder charge. Within 6 months they will find any dead body and attribute that to me. That is what is going on. That is what is happening continuously. So how can I file any FIR? Where is the question of any justice? And where is the question of any... All right, not only that. And yesterday again, to many media, they gave false informations. To TV9, they gave a false information, saying that obstruction of duties of CID during the time of investigation, 2 disciples are absconding. Nobody is absconding. Nobody is absconding. Everybody is here. Everybody is here and misleading the people, continuously abusing us, continuously abusing our name. That is the main motto. And Deccan Herald today morning has reported Nityananda's devotees took Ma Sadananda alias Jamuna away from the ashram in a car to an undisclosed location. It's a lie. She is in the Chennai hospital taking treatment. We can give you the address now, just now we can give you the address. Not only that, we have already told the police. Yogappa said very clearly, we will send one lady officer and take a statement from her. There ended the whole thing. And they are just using all possible legal and illegal method. I think if they use even legal method, I don't have a problem. All I am saying, even now I am telling in front of all of you, I am giving an open invitation. Please come any time you want, do any investigation, any raid you want, on any ashramite or the ashram or me, anything. Please do it legally. That's all I am requesting. Just do legally. We are living under fear constantly because of the abusal we go through by these various departments, especially CID. We are living under fear. We don't know whether we are citizens of this country. Amount of fear and torture we go through by the CID. All we are requesting, please do it legally. That's all. Give us papers, right paper required. for any action. Why are you barging here illegally and harassing us continuously? It is too much. And no other way. I don't know what is the solution for this. So the only way our disciples and devotees have decided is, till Karnataka Chief Minister, Honorable Karnataka Chief Minister, intervenes and stop this harassment and withdraw the false charges and all the cases and arrest the real conspirators and blackmailers and persecutors, our devotees and disciples have decided to go on indefinite fast. And maybe some devotees and disciples from around the world also are joining. We have no other way to tell our suffering to the government. We have no other way to bring it to the attention of the government, all our suffering and all the torture they are giving. Continuously, if you file false charges and false cases, where is the time to handle? And where is the time to do our social service and work? So we have no other way except going for this satyagraha, ahimsa, a non-violent fasting. Maybe within next 48 hours, we will decide the spot where the local ashramites, means the Karnataka ashramites and brahmacharis will sit, devotees will sit and start the fasting. In all other countries outside Karnataka, all other states and countries outside Karnataka, they will all gather in temples, our temples. We have temples all over the world. In the temples they will gather and start the fast, indefinite fast, and they will be sending letters and requests through our Indian embassy in their countries. Here in 48 hours we will be finalizing the location and the permission, all the legal things required for the indefinite fast. So finally my only word is, I humbly request Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka to look into this matter immediately and stop this religious persecution, stop this continuous harassment, completely illegal, and the police atrocity on us. I think they are very clear, the CID is very clear, they cannot do anything legally and all their cases are bogus and nothing will stand in the court. He himself said, Ramalingappa himself said to our lawyer, from police you guys will escape, I know, and he is telling to us, God will punish us. He should know what has happened to all the people who persecuted the religious leaders. He need to know who is going to be punished by God. And he is telling us, God will punish us. I just wanted to bring it to your notice. And I don't know why, when the CID started a political party against me, I am really surprised. See, I can continuously come to the press because I am a public figure. We have a special relationship. I come to you continuously to explain about me or my ideas. Same way, you scrutinize my life continuously. But why CID is continuously harassing and abusing me and sending false information to the press? If they are continuously coming, let them also be scrutinized by me, like me, by the press. And they continuously come and abuse, give false information through the press, trying to continuously malign. They know this case is all about the public opinion. There is no legal strength. It is all about public opinion. So they are playing the same card, continuously creating negative public opinion about me. That is what they are doing. And we have no other way except to show our spiritual power by indefinite fasting. These are some of the documents will be given to you all. All the documents related to this yesterday's thing. We sent a letter to the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Home Minister and Human Rights Commission, Chairman, Human Rights Commission Justice S.R. Nayak. To all of them we sent this, and we are trying to bring all these things to your attention. This is the complaint we sent and the acknowledgement we received, and the medical report of one of our ashramite, Rishi Dayananda, who was manhandled by the police, and we have video record also. We'll show you the whole thing. Shall I show all the videos and then you will ask questions, or you will finish the questions and then want to see the video? Then you can project. We will give you the copy also. You can use it. And would you like to see all the countries they are waiting? Can we just 1 minute? We will just project the countries first. Means all the countries. This is. Okay. Then. What you are showing now? Okay. Why don't you show, ma? Oh, now you are showing the video conferencing. So all the countries are being shown. We are seeing the Seattle. Seattle, can you wave your hands? Yes, can you? And Vancouver. They are all our different temples you are seeing now. Is it being shown? And Phoenix, Singapore, Houston, and San Jose, Los Angeles, New York, Dubai. Can you show the Dubai and all? Can you just turn this TV? They will be able to see. That's it. Just turn this TV. Turn the TV, man. Just turn the TV. Malaysia, Germany, and Hyderabad. Can you rotate them also? Other countries? But just turn the locations where they are. How many places we. At this moment, in 456 places, people are sitting, expressing their solidarity in 112 cities, in 23 countries. Oh, you want me to call? If you turn, or ma? Even I can call straight away. Phoenix, please can you wave your hands? And Los Angeles, Seattle, Vancouver, San Jose, Los Angeles, New York, Singapore, Houston, and Malaysia, Dubai, Hyderabad, Germany, Atlanta, actually they are all sending the blood sign letters also. We will be submitting all that to the Chief Minister of Karnataka and Governor of Karnataka and the President and Prime Minister of India. If the CID is really interested in the truth, they should have arrested the real conspirators. Now they know who trespassed and put camera, who altered the scenes and morphed it and released it to the video, released it to the press. They know all the things. They know all the real criminals. Why are they not arresting those criminals? Why are they not arresting those conspirators who are blackmailing us, who have done all the criminal activities? You see, in their own charge sheet, they have the confessions of those criminals. And instead of arresting those real criminals, they are continuously harassing us. If they are all about the truth, I am challenging COD. I am challenging the CID. Let them answer this question. In their own charge sheet, all the criminal activities these guys have done is revealed. Why are they not arresting them? Why they have not been arrested? Or they have not been questioned? Lenin and his co-conspirators, why are they not arresting them? The real criminals. Why are they harassing us? COD says in his own charge sheet that all the criminal activity done by them is described clearly in their own statements. Would you like to show the video? Can we move to the video? Would you like to show the video? Can we move to the video?
Sir, don't. Sir, I'm not shouting. Don't shout at my boss. I mean, okay, keep in your mind. Okay, sir. I'm not here to teach you. Sir, don't shout at my constable. Sir, I'm not shouting. Don't shout at my constable. Sir, do not keep in your mind. Do not shout at me, sir. Why are you shouting at me? I'm not. Because you are behaved. I'm not shouting. Because did I shout at you? You cannot prevent me. I cannot prevent you, sir. What do you want? Sir, this is... Okay, let him take it. What do you want to tell me? Sir, we are not shouting at you, sir. We are not shouting at you, sir. Please kindly do not touch him, No, please don't. I want your name. Sir, please. Camera told you. Yes, we did not. Sir, why are you manhandling him, sir? I am not manhandling. You did manhandle him, sir. You did manhandle him, sir. No. There is no need to manhandle our people. I am not manhandling. You just touched his hand and you try to take the camera, sir. No, there is no need, sir. There is no need, sir. No problem. There is no need, sir. No problem. Please kindly. Okay, we'll take as per law. Thank you, sir. Okay, thank you. See, I came here for investigation purpose. We are fully cooperating. No, you are not cooperating. Please write it to me. You are not cooperating. Please give it in writing, sir. Please give it to us in writing. What is your name? Okay, sir.
We only asked for papers, nothing else. They spread the news. Not only they manhandled us.
Just give it to us in writing, sir. That's all we are asking. All we are requesting is give it in writing.
They spread the news, we manhandled them.
Always cooperate.
And we have a security camera recording also. That has no voice. We have a security camera video recorded the whole thing from the moment they entered. Can you show that? Okay. After this. Fortunately, we have a security camera, some 20 security cameras all over. From the moment they entered, the whole thing is video recorded. We have a security camera. We will give you the video also. Distribute the CDs to all of them.
Download it. All right,
This is in the evening when they came to arrest Rishi Dayananda and others.
When evening they came and arrested 3 of our ashramites illegally.
You can see the hand that has been, after the afternoon incident, his hand is currently in the sling. This is Rishi Dayananda. His hand has been plastered after undergoing the manhandling.
He went to the local hospital, Subhash Nursing Home. They checked thoroughly and they plastered. The orthopedic specialist came and they plastered his hand because of the, I think you can see the report, whatever. Can you give the medical report to everybody?
The medical report has been given to you. I think many of you have received it. It will be given. It will be given later.
Yes.
Very rights to talk to your lawyer. Everybody, no problem. Saru Madi. Bada flight. Please.
But that means anyone can be slapped on anyone.
He didn't understand Kannada.
And you were
so
there
he
itself.
wanted
Why must you believe it?
translate, but they did not.
You were there, sir. Why must you believe it?
Telling like we are.
He didn't understand Kannada and he wanted a translation of that, whatever was given to him as a notice. But they didn't give too much time, or they just.
He's a Malaysian citizen. He was working in UK, resigned his high post. He and his wife both have come to this country to serve this country. And he was taking care of all the local projects we were doing. We were planning to build the free toilet bathrooms in the local villages. We were doing the project, the whole project he was supervising. We are planning to build the low-cost toilets, the health related activities for the local villages. He was in charge of that project.
And also you can see him say now that you were there, sir. The police officer was actually there in the afternoon.
And the local police officer was there in the afternoon also when the atrocity was done. He knows we did not stop the CID. We asked him, you know, we did not stop the CID. They said, our hands are tied. Whatever CID says, we have to do. Please understand. They are very clear. Please show that. You can continue.
When you were there itself, why must you believe it? You were there, sir. Why must you believe it?
Telling like we are.
After doing Manasachi, sir. Manasachi. That's what I'm saying.
ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳಿ, ನೀವು ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಯಾರೋ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅಥವಾ ಅವ್ರ ಕಾನೂನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರೂ
You were there in the whole sequence. What happened? At which point did we send the request? For that only we are explaining.
Okay, you are not allowing me to do the duty.
Our lawyer is coming. He's on the way. Our lawyer is coming. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ 5 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ. ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
You can see here, we are requesting just a few minutes for the lawyer to come down. But they just say, just take him away, take him away.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ Please wait for 2 minutes. They are here.
We were requesting again and again, just for a few minutes actually. We were just requesting for a few minutes for the lawyer to come down, but they just were not listening to us, and they just pulled them away to the vehicles. The third clipping, now what we are going to show is what happened when one of our cameramen was just recording. He was not doing anything, he was just recording what was happening outside the Bidadi police station. He was just later in the night when we went as a peaceful protest, we were just sitting there silently and he was just recording what was happening, that's all. And his camera was taken away, he was pushed in and again manhandled.
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಏಯ್ ಯಾರೇ ನೀನು
See that the camera was just dragged away and he was pushed into the police station at Bidadi. We were just recording, we were not doing anything. We were peacefully sitting over there. One of the senior ashramite was just talking to the police officer there and he just dragged away everything.
If you have any question, I'll answer now, please. Yes. Can you give the mic to them? Please have the mic and talk through the mic. Please have the mic. Yes.
CID ಪೊಲೀಸ್ನವರು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಅಡಚಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಯಾವುದು ತನಿಖೆಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅವರು ಏನೋ ಪಂಚನಾಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ತೊಂದರೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ?
It's a complete lie. Actually, we have not stopped. We have not stopped them at all. Please understand, when they came for the investigation, we only said that please give us papers because we are already threatened. We are constantly living under threat. We do not know what kind of cases they are going to file, what kind of false charges they are going to cook up, what kind of things they are doing, what kind of atrocity they will do. We only ask, please give us paper, that's all, nothing else. You do anything you want. Now I am giving an open invitation.
CID ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಥ್ರೆಟನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಾನೆ ಬಂದ್ರಾ?
Yes, they planned and came. They not only that, no, he made a statement. Ramalingappa has given a statement to my admin head Atma Prabhananda when he went to the CID office to give an official reply for some other communication. He said, I'll come to your ashram and show you the police power. Show you the power of police. He made this statement. Now he is not there around. I can get him. He can be witness. Can you call Atma Prabhananda if he is around? Let him come and give the statement. He has gone out. Huh? But I can get him and he can tell you that directly. He told the very word. I'll come to your ashram and show police power. Any other question?
Sir, this is Bharti Raghunath. I'm a reporter calling from Press Trust of India.
Yes.
So my question is that earlier, if you remember, in your earlier press conference, you said that if this religious persecution continued, you would launch a Padayatra. So
Now, I am waiting for the court permission, ma. I will apply for the court permission. I will go for Padayatra.
And this indefinite fast is from today, sir?
We are actually, in all the other countries, they are starting now. They are starting today itself. Now, here we wanted to launch today itself. Our lawyers have advised the place and the permission we are working.
But you
That-
will launch it today.
Yes, fasting will be launched today. The place where they will go and sit,
That is yet to be.
that is yet to be decided, and permission has to be taken from the police.
So
So this,
subsequently, if it continues, you definitely will go on a Padayatra.
yes, sure. No, actually now, till the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka interferes and stop these three requests we are having. Stop this harassment, withdraw this all the false cases, and third, arrest the real conspirators and persecutors, blackmailers. We are ready to provide all the evidences for what they have done, and police is not even interested in listening. So till they do these three, we are on the indefinite fast. And I wanted all of you to know, here there are some more informations. And yes,
So just I have another question. When you say withdraw the charges, you are requesting for withdrawal of charges against you also, sir? If I-
naturally, it's all complete false, naturally. Yes,
Thank you, sir.
yes. It is not a request from me, request from all the devotees and disciples, 1 crore people around the world. And here is one question from Malaysia Press. Can you, the Malaysia Nanban, Tamil Nation newspaper. சர்ச்சைக்குரிய வீடியோ விவகாரத்திற்கு பின்னர் தங்கள் மீதான பக்தர்களின் மதிப்பு மரியாதை எந்த வகையில் அமைந்துள்ளது? இட்ஸ் a Tamil question. I'll answer in Tamil itself from Malaysia. தமிழ் நேசன் பத்திரிகையாளர் அவர்களுக்கு வணக்கம், உங்களை வரவேற்கின்றேன். உண்மையிலேயே இந்த யோசிக்க தெரிந்த அன்பர்கள் பக்தர்கள் எல்லாம் இந்த சர்ச்சைக்குரிய வீடியோ போலி என்பதையும் இது மிக தெளிவாக திட்டமிட்ட சதி என்பதையும் உணர்ந்திருப்பதனால் என் மீது எந்த விதமும் அவர்களுடைய மதிப்போ மரியாதையோ குறையாதது மட்டுமல்லாமல் மிகப்பெரிய அனுதாப அலையை நாங்கள் பெற்றிருக்கிறோம் என்பதை பத்திரிகை மலேசியாவின் தமிழ் நேசன் பத்திரிகை அவர்களுக்கு சொல்லிக்கொள்ள விரும்புகிறேன். ப்ளீஸ் நெக்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின்.
ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ
Which side?
ಕಳೆದ ನೀವು ಪತ್ರಿಕಾ
ಹೇಳಿ.
ತನ್ನ ಮೇಲಿನ ಆರೋಪವನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಿಂದ ನಿರಪರಾಧಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ವರದಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ವಿತಿನ್ ವೀಕಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ಆ ವರದಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಬಂದಿದೆಯಾ? ಆ ವರದಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ತಾವು?
No, still it is going on. Still it is going on. I'll prove in the court my innocence. And CID also knows I'll prove my innocence in the court. That is why they are harassing all illegal way. See, they what I am saying, why don't they wait with little patience? After all, their audience is supposed to be court, and they are not public figures. They are supposed to be working in the court. Do your job only in the court. Why are you creating continuously false information and giving it to the press? I am surprised. All of you should know, before even they introduce that false victim to the High Court of Karnataka, they release it to the press. It's a contempt of court. They don't even know that. It's contempt of court. So, you see, they know in the court they cannot win. Because even the allegations they are making is not making out 376 charge. They understand that. They also know. They know the law. They can't do legally anything. So, all they want is somehow destroy me and my organization with the public opinion, with the media trial. So, that is why they go on giving this false information campaign against me in the media. Yes.
Swamiji.
Somebody, she wants mic. Can you? Yes. Who? Please ask us, please.
Swamiji, I will suggest you to write a letter to Chief Minister. What is going on?
Yes.
With all the details.
Already, we are sending the whole thing, and not only that, we are sending. We collected 40,000 blood thumb signatures. More is coming. I am waiting for the 1 lakh to gather, so that we can send the whole thing to the Chief Minister.
Swamiji, we have Dayananda's message here, his statement. This statement is made by Rishi Dayananda.
I was trying to, when the shooter came today and tried to, was harassing us, I was trying to videograph it with my mobile phone, and the person in charge, the main COD person, grabbed me by the hand quite harshly, and pushed me, and it's caused a lot of pain in my wrist area. I just went to it was after a while it was starting to swell, and went to the doctor. We got some X-ray done, and they have told me to have 3 weeks rest, and the area has been sprained and badly bruised, injured.
Okay. And this was all for, did they threaten you anything? Or did they threaten to take off your camera, or what did they do?
He was not very happy that I was holding it. He was asking me to put it away. When I didn't listen to him, he started grabbing me by the hand quite harshly, and sort of pushed my hand and strained it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes. See, the only mistake I did, from the beginning, I did not come to the press. I just waited for things to settle, and all my lawyers were also advising, Swamiji, now the things are subjudiced, please don't talk. And that is the only reason only mistake I can say I did. If I would have come out to the press and explained the whole thing from the beginning, they would have understood, they wouldn't have did so much of atrocity. That's the reason now I decided I am going to be with you guys, media.
Sir, I have a question, sir. It's
Yes.
not connected with the incident. I received some information and I wanted to ascertain from you. I received some information about Lenin Karupan. He has moved the High Court, sir.
I do not know, ma.
Yes.
What for?
That even I don't know, sir.
Oh, then I don't know. Even if you don't know, then how will I know, ma?
No, I just understood because when I came in the vehicle, I came to know about it and I wanted to find out what exactly was.
No, I also do not know.
Yeah.
I also do not know.
I just wanted to bring it to your.
I do not know. I also do not know.
Invite us for the press meet. Then the way we are treated in the gate, and such a thorough checkup. Today it was okay, but in the earlier press meets, they even check our identity cards.
Can I request you only one thing, sir?
Let me complete my question. I have entered even Musafarai's house adjacent to your ashram, and I have come to ashram also. I don't feel much difference.
One request, sir. Only one. Please understand. We are under threat. Many phone calls are coming, and not only that, they are trying to plant marijuana, this kind of things inside and raid us, create false cases. I understand, but what I am saying, who is press and who is coming in the name of press, we don't know. That is the reason we wanted just ID card, nothing else. You understand? See, next press meet onwards, if you want, I myself will stand in the gate and receive you. I have no problem. But I just want the ID card, nothing else, for the security reason. If they come and drop something and do something and do the false raid and false cases, as I said, you just go and tell the police station, I snapped you now with a knife. You don't need a knife or a wound. They will immediately file murder charge, not even attempt to murder charge, 302, and send it to COD, and COD will take 6 months, find some dead body and associate that and this and file a charge sheet. This is what is going on. You understand? They file a rape charge without a victim in March, and in March, April, May, June, July, August they try to cook some false victim, and September they try to present that false victim to the court, and in November they file a charge sheet. See the funny thing going on. We are threatened, please understand, nothing else. We are threatened. We are under threat. So we just need to protect ourselves, nothing else. Otherwise, whole day ashram is open for the visitors. Whole day people are coming here, and even now people have come for healing. They are waiting here. They are sitting. After the meeting, maybe by 5 o'clock, I am going to start the healing. Every day I see the people and heal, morning and evening. My morning satsang is happening. Per day, 10,000 people are sitting around the world. At least maybe I can say that 800 people sit every day here with me. You can come tomorrow morning also, see the satsang. Public are coming and going. Public are completely freely coming and going. We only do a basic checkup because of this threat, nothing else.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am, please.
When you invited us for the press conference, we were told that you would be naming people
Today.
Yes.
And that's what I told CM Ramaling,
You said you'll be naming people, the accusations which were slapped on you before, the rape case and all that. You said you'll be naming certain people from there.
No, this is what, this incident related to that, I have named everybody. That's it. Not only named, shown the video itself. Any other name you want, I don't understand whose other names you want.
I don't know who.
You did mention that there are some political powers, powers which are very powerful, who are
See,
threatening.
those names I cannot mention.
Yeah, so that.
Not those names. I am,
And
see,
you said you will give all that before.
in the court. I'll tell in the before, not only tell the name, give the evidences also. I have collected enough evidences, we have enough evidences, we will provide everything in the court. See, I am telling you now, not only I will prove my innocence and come out clean, I will prove all the evidences against all the people who have did this conspiracy in the court, and I will bring them to book and court will take action. I know. I trust Indian law and Indian judiciary system and Indian constitution. I know I will be given justice. Maybe it takes little time, but I will be given justice. Yes.
Rupesh Kumar from Ramnagar.
Yes, please.
COD police officer ರಾಮಲಿಂಗಂ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಮನ್ಗೆ. ಇನ್ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ 20 ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಆಶ್ರಮ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ. ಇನ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಮೇನ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್. In time of manhandling, that camera is also situation coverage.
Yes.
Show me that.
And that is what I am saying. Actually, can you show from the moment they enter the whole thing?
We'll provide them later.
Actually, they will give you CD now. And see, just now I told, so they are getting that part. They will give you that now.
We'll be uploading on YouTube.
See, actually, after I told only they are extracting. Now only they are run to extract. It is continuously getting recorded. They are extracting. They will maybe before the press meet completes, they will bring it and give you and show you also. So actually, what we have shown you is recorded in the cell phone, and we can show that part also. When they entered and all, it will be recorded, na? It would have been. When they entered and all, it would have been recorded, na? Why don't you show that security camera thing? Yes. Yes. Any other question? Somebody asked.
Swamiji,
Here is a.
is there anybody funding Lenin to spoil the ashram's name?
I do not know. Must be. I do not know who is funding and all that. Must be. Huh?
Any foreign hands?
I do not know whether foreign hands or Indian hands. I am not able to gauge. I am not able to guess. And here from the Malaysia group of devotees are filing a complaint in the Malaysian Human Rights Commission because the Malaysian citizen was arrested illegally without committing any crime. They are sending a message. It's from the Malaysian branch of our mission. Yes.
ವರ್ತನೆಗಳು ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ವೇನೋ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್ ಕಡೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ನವ್ರು ಬಂದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದ್ ರೀತಿಯ ಭಯೋತ್ಪಾದಕರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
All right, I'll take care and train them. ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಖಂಡಿತ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ. ಒಂದೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೇನೆ ಸೊ ಈ ತರದ ಘಟನೆಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬಹುದೇನೋ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಆಯ್ತು, ಖಂಡಿತ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ. I'll see that, look into that.
ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಮನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಮನ್ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ನೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ನಿನ್ನೆ ಒಬ್ಬರು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಒಬ್ಬರು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ನ. ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಮನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಾನೆ ಕರೆಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ?
The cameraman is Ashramite.
ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾರ?
ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ? ವೇದಾತ್ಮಾನಂದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಪ್. ಇವರೇ
ನಿನ್ನೆ ಇವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವರು. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಕಿತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇವ್ರ ಹತ್ರನ?
ಇವರೇ ಇನ್ ದ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಬಿಡದಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಮುಂದೆ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಇವರೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಅವ್ರು ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. I don't want to make any grammar mistake. That is why, see, ದಿವಸ ಭಾಳ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಜನ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. I just do not want to make any grammar mistake. That's why, and it should not be any disrespectful. That is the reason. See, especially when it comes to protocol, I need to use the right word and right thing. Don't want to make a mistake. That is nothing else. See, for personal conversation, again, no problem la. See, personal conversation, I have no problem, because you may not mistake. When I talk to you directly, you will not mistake the problems. And not only that, you see, every divasa at least 200 people I talk in Kannada. 200 jana local alli jana bartare, avar jotele kannada maatartini. Not only that, I talk very serious things. They ask about their personal life problem, and they ask about their disease, and I understand completely. I have one Kannada dictionary next to me. If any disease word, if I am not able to understand, I pick up and I have always some translator. If I have any difficult word, and I continue, and I am answering. See, all the local villages I am talking in Kannada only. Personal conversation okay, but to the Chief Minister, I think better I will say now in English.
Swamiji, I have a question. My name is Gaurav. I just have a question that along with all your devotees, are you also going on indefinite fast?
I wanted to. These devotees are still they are trying to, pressurize me. I'll decide within, I think maybe by tomorrow. Actually, yesterday itself I wanted to. The lawyers are suppressing me. Lawyers are saying that, Swamiji, you wait. So,
Swamiji,
I have to sometime obey the legal opinion. That is the reason. Yes.
Maharishi Dayananda is here for statement.
Yes. Please. Actually, her husband only is arrested. They both of them are from Malaysia, Malaysian citizens. They came here to serve this country. Both of them are taking care of that project we are planning. Yes. Her husband only is arrested. Yesterday, manhandled and arrested.
Nityanandam, I'm from Malaysia. I'm an engineer by profession, and we came to Swami for about 1.5 years ago. We have been living very peacefully in this country, in the ashram. This is the first time such an incident have happened. If you would have noticed on the thing, he was the one who was taking he was recording the whole thing, and the way everything happened was completely unacceptable. I can't even explain how bad it was, because in the evening they just came with the battalion of police, and they had a huge smile on their face, and they're so annoying, and they said that, I'm arresting you. And we asked him, you were there in the afternoon, you saw the whole thing, how can you do this, sir? He was like, proof you're innocent in court, but you are the witness for this whole thing. Yeah, but I can't do anything. If you want to prove anything, bring your witness and prove it. That's all. So, we actually, and now I'm so worried and afraid. Looks like we don't have any protection in this country. I'm an Indian origin, okay, just living here for the past 1.5 years. That means a foreign citizen hasn't got any right in this country. How can a person be arrested just like that? I've lived and traveled in a lot of countries before. I've never seen such an injustice. And they have actually manhunted my husband for no reason. Anyone can record anything. How can they manhandle him? And he have actually taken rest for 3 weeks for no reason. And a police is someone supposed to project justice, and they're completely injustice. Okay, and you can see on the video, another 2 of them didn't even say a word, and they've been arrested for it. What kind of justice we are saying here? I'm completely, unhappy and very, very, very upset with the system.
They came all the way, husband and wife, resigning their job. Both of them were in highly paid job in United Kingdom, England they were working. And they came here to serve this country, and they are taking up social service project. Usually, whenever people come and settle down with me, I give them one project. They are taking care of this construction project. We have taken some 2-3 projects, some relief work construction projects, and here, these local projects, all the things they are only organizing and taking care. This is what happens to people who come here to serve. And I wanted to bring it to your notice that now in Seattle, Los Angeles, San Jose, the time is midnight, 4:30, 2 o'clock. They all have gathered just to show their solidarity. And in New York, it is 4:30, 5 o'clock a.m. And it has almost become like a CID doesn't bother anymore about the truth or innocent, all those things. They bother about what is going to give the credibility to their department. See, continuously spreading lies. I don't know the purpose. Any other question? We can end? Thank you. Thank you for being here. I thank all of you for being here. I thank all the devotees and ashramites gathered in all over all our satsang centers and temples. And I thank all the press people gathered in Malaysia and all other devotees who are connected with this. I thank all of you for being here. Thank you.